I had to make sure it was recording. Okay, I'm going to be covering Reiki level 2 in this video. Give me a second. I like to ground myself. Even though I'm not live, I get like a little anxious on camera. So I like to ground myself and set my vibration before I do like any kind of videos, even though it's not live. I like a little bit of routine in my life. It seems like kind of like ritualistic, but I like to wake up and I like to clean my house, and then I like to sage my house, and then I just have like a little morning routine I like. And now my house is clean and filled with some beautiful spiritual energy. It just feels really amazing, and I can now start my day. So I'm really ritualistic. I like to cleanse our house every morning, and we will be covering cleansing in this section too. This is for my Reiki students, so all of my students have the level 2 handbook that are doing this level or have done this level. So you'll need the handbook to kind of follow along, obviously. In Reiki level 2 though, you're learning distance Reiki, and you learn the 3 symbols. You need to memorize these symbols. I'm going to go over how they're basically like training wheels, and they're to really help you on your healing journey too. And when you get into like Blue Star Healing, that has really similarities to it with these symbols. But I know a lot of people really think that this certain person invented Reiki, but Reiki's actually been around during my incarnations when I lived in Egypt and Atlantis. I was actually a priestess, and I used to heal people in temples. So it's been a lot longer than that. And a lot of these healing systems are channeled, so you'll see a lot of similarity in them. But level 2 is basically about distance Reiki and the symbols. Memorize them. We have the power symbol, the distance symbol, and the emotional mental problems. Alright. This is about taking skill and focusing healing on mental and emotional problems. It is about directing conscious energy. Everyone will have their own gifts, their own abilities, their own skills, their own things that they're good at. People are unique. That's what I like about everyone, that you'll really find your own way of healing with it. But it's about taking skill and healing things. Level 1 is hands-on. Level 2 is done remotely. And the symbols are just one way to focus on an aspect of Reiki energy. The symbols are just a point of focus. It's really important that you know that the symbols are not healing. You're not healing either. That this conscious energy is healing. You're just kind of directing it. So I'm not covering the symbols. You guys have that in your material, in your handbook. Study them. I've actually had a powerful meditation where I had the power symbol come through to me too, which was kind of amazing. So symbols are really important. I'm going to go over how they affect your consciousness, about how even if you don't know the meaning, they are doing something to your consciousness. So we're going to go over the Reiki principles again, because I'm really, I took Reiki, I took my Reiki classes a few years ago, and I just kind of, did the material, went through the classes, but I wasn't like practicing gratitude. I wasn't really practicing being humble. And so that came a little bit later. So now I really practice being humble and gratitude daily. So these principles really fit the theme of the energy and what's happening. So the principles again. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. Just for today, I will be kind to every living thing. I think it's important with Reiki. We're going to get into like a little bit of ethics and things like that. I'm just going to kind of skip all over the place and break down the handbook for you. But literally, it's important to realize any type of energy that we put out, good or bad, is going to come back to us. That's how this universe works. What you reap, you sow. So you get to be very careful and conscious that you're only putting out really good energy. Repeat those affirmations or the principles morning and night. They will help your subconscious. We're doing like an Awakening to Ascension class, and we're having people do gratitude journals, but that will use the other part of your brain that you're not really using a lot, and it will completely rewire your brain. So repeat these often. Don't just repeat them, try to live them. A lot of people, you can get what you want out of my classes. Some people will just read the material. Some people will actually practice what's in the material. So it's really up to you. But it will bring you more into harmony with that universal source of life. and I'm all about coming into harmony. True abundance isn't monetary. I'm going to do my next video. I'm going to do a live after this, but it's not a monetary amount. It's actually being in an abundant flow. And it's amazing because Reiki really is that abundant flow. But these principles will help retrain your brain. They'll help replace fear, anxiety, and worry. It said they'll bring you more into focus in your life's mission too. But these principles will awaken gratitude and compassion in you. And you know what? It's not good enough that we're just detoxing our bodies and doing this and doing that. We have to open our heart chakras and we have to be compassionate. And when you do Reiki, you have to do all of your work from a very heart-centered space or it will not work. If you try to manifest something and it's not out of love, it will not work. So we have to do all of our work consciously and from a place of love. You have to practice Reiki daily. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, I just may. But I did have this one student who never practiced Reiki ever and said it didn't work. That's the only time I've ever heard that. And I'll tell you what I told her, that it depends on how pure of a channel you are. It doesn't matter, we're working with the same energy. It has to do more with how pure of a channel you are. So the more you purify, the better of a channel you will be. But you have to practice daily. It's like anything else, where if I wanted to play basketball, I probably had to practice at it. So the reason why I'm so strong at it is because I'm practicing it like 24/7. So the more you practice, the stronger your abilities will be. And if you want your abilities to grow, you want to help someone with them. And it will help amplify your gifts every time you do. So we're trying to build up a spiritual strength. And in doing so, we need to have a way to be service of others. Well, this is my way. It might not be for everyone. Some people learn Reiki to try to do what I'm doing, heal the planet. Some people just want to heal their family or their friends, or just, learn more about energy. People have all different reasons, but practice daily. It doesn't matter what your reasons are. Your ability will grow every time you practice. A lot of people might not have anyone to practice on. Well, my 3 favorite picks would be a pet. Pets love Reiki. Your cat or your dog can actually feel the energy. You can move your hand around on their face doing Reiki and you can tell they can feel the energy. You'll be able to feel it too. Play around with Reiki. My second pick will be a pillow. Actually, the entire matrix is conscious and living. So you can Reiki objects as well. You can Reiki your car, your phone. My phone is a piece of shit, so I Reiki it a lot so I don't have to buy a new one. So I'm always giving it love and Reiki because I don't want it to break. So you can Reiki your car, you can Reiki your house. I try to put a lot of good energy and love into this space and into this house. We want the vibe to be like a temple here, so we're always putting good energy into it. So you can Reiki objects as well, and you can always Reiki yourself. Send yourself Reiki through prayer. It is so important. We can't help anyone, we can't heal anyone until we heal ourselves. We all know this. So take very good care of yourself. Make sure you're using Reiki on yourself as well. Level 2 gets into Reiki ethics. Reiki is a spiritual practice. I don't want to rehash this, but it's regulated as a spiritual practice too. It's not actually regulated as a medical practice, and California has the strictest laws in the country, and they're not even regulating it because it's actually a spiritual practice. A lot of people get confused because it is merging and mixing, thankfully, with hospitals and kind of in mainstream society, but it's actually a spiritual practice. It's a spiritual energy. Now, we know you always have to send out good energy. You always have to do things out of love. When doing Reiki in person, you know you need to ask permission. Free will is the building blocks of this universe. Everything centers around free will. Everything always will. So Reiki is done very respectfully with the laws of the universe and the laws of free will. You will learn them. The amazing thing is when we start out on this healing journey, we don't realize we're already a healer. We already have all the knowledge we need within us, but the universe will really push you fast. It's amazing the people that are following me and watching how fast I'm evolving from learning how to teach with all of you guys. So you must always ask permission to do Reiki, but it's different when you're sending distance Reiki. You can use your discretion. So you don't have to ask permission to send distance Reiki, but make sure you're doing it out of love and compassion and for good reasons always, of course. But you want to make ethical choices. You can ask if you feel it's necessary. Usually I spend all day long sending everyone in my soul group Reiki and love and healing energy, and I'm watching amazing things happen where everyone's healing around me. So there are many benevolent entities that are assisting us right now, that are sending us all love and healing energy all the time. And now is really a time where we can all heal. And we all have a lot to heal, believe it or not. You might not feel like it, but we do. So only send Reiki out of love and compassion. Be very careful with what energy you're putting out. Whatever we put out comes back to us. If you don't like the circumstances of your life, change your vibration and change what you're putting out. I'm learning how to use the universe more like a mirror. And I'm learning how to, if I see like a bad situation or maybe someone that doesn't like me or something, I'm learning how to use that scenario instead of running from it. So only send Reiki out of love. Reiki and everything here centers around free will. I learned Reiki to learn how to master energy. I had someone this morning say, oh, I'm a Reiki master, really pretentiously, and they told me my aura video was fake, and then they said I'm a Reiki master. And I see a lot of that in the spiritual communities, and maybe I probably was like that too when I first started doing videos. But to be a Reiki master would be a master of energy. And my only intent is to master my own life. It is to heal myself and to master my own circumstances. So that's why I learned about energy. I had a really long path. I was getting trained as a healer the entire life, but when I was going from experience to experience, it seemed really disoriented. And I really wasn't in control of a lot of the things because I had to experience a lot of things fast to get me ready for where I am now in my mission. But I ultimately was not finding answers in the medical communities. We want to connect with our higher selves. A lot of people are trying to connect with our space friends or, ghosts or loved ones, let me think, all sorts of things, gods, goddesses, ascended masters, whatever it is. We need to connect more deeply with ourselves. This is about becoming authentic. We need to have our connection with our higher self. I actually had a powerful experience. I don't know, it's hard for me to articulate this stuff, and my teachers tell me to learn on my own, basically, and that's the best way to be taught. So it's hard to articulate this stuff, but I had a powerful experience after I was attuned. It might have been after my first or second Reiki attunement, where I actually merged with and became my higher self, almost like a walk-in experience. So I had a powerful experience with that. Me, I don't go outside of myself for information like a lot of people do. I do access the Akashic records, and I can access a lot of information, but I go within for that information. When we go outside of ourselves for information, it never works out. So connect with your higher self to heal. Connect with the other person's higher self as well. Sorry, I had to have a lot of notes because I'll forget what I'm talking about. Connect with your higher self. Reiki is so spiritual. I'll get into it because I'm going to send you guys Reiki on this video. I love it. Distance Reiki is my expertise. People will tell you that you can't get attuned to distance and that Reiki doesn't work distance. And it might not for them because their imagination is going to determine what's real in their world. But I'm going to tell you that this energy is just as powerful if you're receiving it from me right here with me talking to you, or if you were in the same room as me. We're all connected with the same energy. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and it's divine. In my own life as an energy worker, my work is very spiritual that I'm doing here all day long. It's just so spiritual. That's why I'm always using sage and incense and candles and things like that. So it's about connecting with your spirituality and connecting with this energy. Some people teach the symbols should never, ever be shown. I had another Reiki master yell at me because I'm going to do something different with Reiki. I just have my own style I'm going to find. And a lot of people don't like that because they like things in their little box. So I'm taking how I learned Reiki and I'm going to add my own thing to it. And I'm going to teach my students in a way that I think is more effective. So I've had Reiki masters tell me that I shouldn't post the symbols. I usually post them all over my wall. But I'm here to tell you that the symbols are actually quite common in Japan. They're actually pretty much everywhere. Bruce Lee was actually killed for teaching Kung Fu. They had big issues. They have a movie about it I just saw, where he was bringing Kung Fu to this part of the globe, and they did not like it. And that's pretty much how they look at Reiki. There's a lot of Reiki snobs that would like to keep it hidden and use it for egoic reasons or whatever. But I would love to see Reiki be brought to the world. I would love for everyone to have access to Reiki and everyone to learn how to master energy and everyone learn about our new bodies and this new system and everything going on. So it's pretty amazing. I'm going to see Reiki go mainstream now, just like yoga did. So it's pretty amazing to be part of this right now and to be teaching. The symbols actually have no power. I want to teach you guys that you're powerful. I want to show you how to access your own power. So I had someone ask me yesterday, and this is a good time to address it. I'm just going to throw it in there now. The difference between the power symbol backwards and forwards or whatever, and I've seen it both ways. Because some people say it will decrease your power if you use it backwards. I'm going to tell you that the symbols will work in any way you want them to. So whatever meaning you want it to have, it will have. We're powerful. So use them. They're only meant to be used to connect to the energy. In order for the symbols to work, though, you have to be attuned to it. I tell people that you have to be attuned for Reiki, at least the first attunement for Reiki to work anyway. So I think it's kind of pointless for people to practice Reiki if they haven't been attuned at least to the level 1. Because each attunement really gives you your power. Your abilities are really passed down from master to student. So keep that in mind when you're practicing Reiki. You at least want to be attuned to level 1, but anyone can get attuned and practice this stuff. I have students at all different levels. I just made this beautiful class space, and I'm putting out a vibe for students too, so I'm about to have a lot more. And I'm putting together this beautiful mission where I can help train more healers. And we all know that we have 2 options right now. We can either destroy ourselves, and it should be familiar because we're seeing technology build up just like we did in Atlantis. It's like the same thing all over again. So we have a choice. We can destroy ourselves with technology, or we can make a shift and we can decide to heal this planet. And you guys know I'm with option B. So it's important to know that you have master over what these symbols mean. During an attunement, you're given a connection to the energy through the symbols. You use the symbols to attune someone. Reiki can never harm or hurt someone. I think a lot of people are scared to practice Reiki on their kid or their dog because they might mess it up or it might, hurt them or something like that. This is a universal life force energy. It's a divine energy all around us. I like to think of it as God. Some people don't like that interpretation, but I like to think of it as a God or a conscious energy that actually can communicate with me, and it's pretty amazing. So you can't hurt anyone with this energy. Of course, if you were putting out negativity, you could. So always put out good energy, but the Reiki energy will never harm anyone. Your intent is what decides that. The symbols were designed so that they could assist people who had no or little energy experiences so that they could easily connect to the Reiki energy and use this system. The symbols are like training wheels. Once you have a strong connection with the energy, you won't need them anymore. I use Reiki and I teach Reiki and I do Reiki, but I tell people I do like an angelic form of Reiki. I came here with my own type of healing system that I just knew how to do. And I woke up and I met my twin flame, and it was probably like the second time I met him when I met the dog, and he was sick and I just knew I could heal him. And then my first Reiki master teacher told me that wasn't Reiki and that it wouldn't work whatever I was doing and blah blah blah. I had to learn Reiki. So I went and I learned Reiki, I learned Blue Star Healing and a couple of different types of healing, and I kind of really studied energy. And what I do really doesn't fit in a box, but if it would, I really resonate with Reiki and Blue Star Healing the best. Don't get caught up in the shapes for the symbols or the ideas. They're ideas. A lot of people can't draw them right, or they're not sure they're drawing right. You know what? They're not even sure these symbols are accurate because they were passed down from so long ago. It's the idea, it's the concept that works. They are a stimuli response tool. Drawing or visualizing them allows you to connect to the energy. I'm a very visual person. When I manifest, I daydream. I like to think about things. That's how I make things happen in the physical. I dream about them. I think about them. I'm a really powerful manifester. So I'm into visualizing things. When I'm healing, I visualize colors, visualize whatever, but a lot of people learn differently. Some people like to write them down. Some people like to draw them in the air, visualize them. However you like to do it. And I'm going to go over the power symbols as well, sorry. And we'll start with the power symbol, Chokure. This symbol is also nicknamed the light switch because it turns on the power, they say. It connects us to the energy like a switch being turned on. It opens up the channel of Reiki energy. Actually, this symbol is really similar to a porthole too. I had some porthole experience in another class I was teaching. And it kind of looks like a porthole to me, but it really is a way to also, you can use it for stagnant energy, things like that. There's just so many uses. We're going to go over that too. So it can help get energy flowing. So if there's like a place in someone's body, in their room, in the matrix that you need a good flow of energy to, this is the perfect tool. But it's kind of like in our Reiki toolbox, we have several tools. And these symbols are amazing tools, similar to how I used the violet flame for a tool. Or I'm going to show you guys some crystals you can use for tools. So we have these amazing spiritual tools we can be using. Use it to get the energy flowing on anything or anyone or anything. Remember, we don't just do Reiki on people. I have a strong connection with the earth. I am going to help heal the planet too. So we don't just do Reiki on people, we can do Reiki on anything. Everything is living. Some practitioners start their sessions by drawing it on their hands. Some people have it tattooed on them too. I know a lot of people that have them tattooed on them, things like that. It can help heal negative resistance patterns. It can reduce pain. A lot of people are having a lot of pain. That's why this level is amazing, because it's for emotional and spiritual pain, and so many people are in pain. Any type of illness is going to be a spiritual ailment that is manifested into the physical. So a lot of people are in pain during this time. It's a very painful time to be alive with that illusion of separateness, because your soul knows it's an illusion. So it can reduce pain. That symbol in my other, I'm going to throw this in here. I know it's not like a herbal tip video, but ginger is amazing. Turmeric is amazing as natural painkillers. A lot of people will tell you it won't work for my pain. Well, I had a very serious car accident, and it will work for any pain. Very powerful. But this symbol can clear the energy in any room. How about chemtrails? You guys should be healing the chemtrails. I've seen amazing things on video. Like, I always see the most profound, amazing things, because whenever someone captures something amazing on camera or whatever, they always come find me. And I see the most amazing things. We can heal this entire world. You can use it to cleanse a room. We are having major problems where we need a lot of cleansing, because as this cycle is nearing its end, basically there's going to be more negativity, more negative entities, things like that. There's more amazing things too, but in the same place there is a need for this clearing and cleansing. So to use it in a room, you can draw it in the corners of the room, or draw it in any objects you want to clean. This is really important. When I sage, make sure you get the corner of the rooms. They say that because, I'm sure, if I had to guess, because negative entities could like hide up there and introvert the sage. Get the corners of every room when you are cleansing. It's really important. Or you could look at it from a spiritual sense. There is this conscious energy or eye watching us that we can't see. So maybe it's that for that purpose. Whatever the purpose is, make sure you're getting the corners of the rooms. I cleanse my house once a day, like a deep cleanse every morning, like I said. But I probably cleanse it like twice a day. It depends. I'm doing very spiritual work. You should make, wherever you are doing your Reiki, whether it be in a business, like business type setting, or your home, or wherever it may be, make it like a temple. Make it very spiritual. You want the most spiritual energy that you can get. So make sure you are cleansing your own Reiki space at least once a day. But this symbol can be used for anything. Like I said, get creative. Now it's time to get creative. We're so in this box, and we all want to we're still in this reality. Even though we're trying to unplug, we have to get more creative right now. You can use it to start a session. You can use it to send out healing energies or seal them in. You can use it for protection. You can use it for clearing rooms. On your food or water. It's very important that we're praying over our food or water. I put up a disturbing post about showing people how to put in their zip code to see what's in their water, and I don't think people realize that there's arsenic in half the water in the United States, and we're showering in this water, and we might not be drinking it. We're all drinking like bottled water, but we're actually showering in it and coming into contact with these chemicals. I think humans come in contact with like over 200,000 chemicals a day that are toxic. So we should be Reikiing our food, our water, pretty much everything. You can meditate with it. I told you guys, I've been shown this during a meditation, and it is a very powerful symbol because I'm not as much a visual person, so a lot of images don't come through in that way. I gather a lot of my experiences from the dream realm, from the astral realm. A lot of you guys know I'm always astral traveling every night and all over the place and everything like that. I love it. But I had it actually come through to me, so it's a really powerful use-all tool. You can use it on objects like your shower head. I tell you guys to meditate in the shower. My theme, I'm going to do a live feed. It'll be after this. I'm not sure the order. I'll post them. So I'm doing a live feed, and my theme is going to be the violet flame in golden light today as well. Use golden light. Use violet flame in the shower. You know white contains all of the colors. Cleanse yourself in the shower. Use the shower to cleanse yourself. I like to pray. I like to use the violet flame, cut cords, things like that. So you can use your shower like a really powerful meditation. Use your imagination. And we're going to talk about the mental emotional symbol. Say hey ki. It's also known as the harmony symbol. I'm all about peace, love, and harmony. I have a lot of Libra holding together all these really strong elements in my chart, and that's really a sign of harmony. And I'm all about peace, love, and harmony. We have to achieve peace, love, and harmony with ourselves and with all of our other selves. You can use it to heal emotional or mental issues no longer serving you. I'm on this new kick where humanity needs to detox because of toxins, and it's really affecting people's mental states. So we're seeing a lot more rises of things that would be classified as a mental type of illness. Autism, ADHD, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, everything like that. So this is a powerful symbol that you can use for things like that. You can use it on yourself to bring up and heal emotional issues under physical problems. Heal yourself. I have it amazing because I heal everyone else, and my twin flame heals me. You guys mostly see my part of my mission. But, so I have it a little bit better. He does Reiki on me every day. Heal yourselves. It helps reinforce and support positive behavior changes. It can help heal negative thinking patterns. It can be used to heal the ego. And just know that your ego is a wounded inner child. So the more wounded someone is, the more they're going to be living in their ego. Again, it's time to get creative with these symbols. Your intent is powerful. So there's a whole list in the handbook that you guys can look at of uses for these symbols. Try them out. Practice with it. Like I said, practice makes perfect. And energy is actually our true currency. We actually have a spiritual currency as an energy. That's why humanity is being siphoned and drained energetically right now. So it would make sense that you would want to master and learn to harness this energy and use it to heal your own life and to heal others. And the distance healing symbol, Han Shaze Sho Na. I can't say it good. I'm really bad at Japanese of all languages. I'm a little bit better of Middle Eastern dialects and things like that. Or I'm pretty good with Greek, things like that. But it's a bad dialect for me, so I probably said that really horrible. But that's a distance healing symbol. You guys have them in your handbook. Remember, your energy is unique too. You're already a healer. There should be a familiarity with me. There should be a familiarity that we have with each other, that we're learning with. And you know what's amazing? They say, and I'll probably get into this in a minute, I'm not sure if I put it in here, but the thing missing in our culture and teaching Reiki is we don't have the right environments, because when people were actually teaching Reiki in Japan, they would actually like live together, stay together, study together in groups. And because they were learning in groups, they evolved and grew so much faster. And now we're doing the same thing, even though we're an online community, because we're learning around each other. It's really helping all of our evolution. But this symbol allows you to do Reiki at a distance. Remember, like I said, you won't even need these symbols. I don't use the symbols. But it's up to you. Like I said, it's a good way to connect with the energy though. And then you can practice with the symbols and then get rid of them. It's up to you. Some people use them forever. And this symbol allows you to do Reiki at a distance. This is the type of Reiki I do all the time. I'm very empathic, so if I was to actually come in contact with all of the people in person that I'm helping online on a daily basis, it would be so draining for me. I wouldn't be able to do it. So for me, this way works. I love being able to make a big impact. I'm kind of getting my videos out to large audiences, things like that. But I'm able to do it at home, where I'm able to set my own boundaries. I'm able to protect my energy better, things like that. So this works for me. It's my favorite form. You can send Reiki to anyone, anywhere in the world. It's just as effective as in person. You can send Reiki across the room. This is called beaming. They go over it in depth in your handbook. This symbol also releases karma. That's what I like about the violet flame as well. And I believe that that's what's keeping people in this loop here, is karma. And you might not even think you have bad karma, but until you can see the creator in everyone and have that compassion and empathy for everyone, a lot of people do. So this should be a really good tool for karma. There's only the now. You can send Reiki to your past and future. I'm now healing my past. I had a ride on this planet, and I had a lot of inner child healing to do from my past. So I'm working on healing my past right now. I'm creating my future and healing my past. We can heal our past, our future, any past lives. I'm healing past lives now as well. I lived in Egypt and I was a healer there too. I actually even worked with you guys and studied with you guys, a lot of you. And the thing is, it didn't go so good. There's reasons why we can't remember all of our past lives. So I've been healing a lot of past life situations with my twin flame. And the handbook goes over some different treatments and some types of ways of healing. Like I said, this is really about you and your gifts. It depends on what your abilities are, what you're good at, what you can do. For some reason, one of my gifts is chakras. I can take on people's blocks. I can take on pain from people's energy bodies, things like that. I'm very empathic. And I can feel people's blocks. So I've incorporated that into the type of Reiki that I do. A lot of people can see things. A lot of people can feel things. Some people can hear things. It depends on your gifts. But everyone used to be psychic and empathic. It's actually just normal. And if we can kind of purify ourselves, we can all do these amazing things. So we have the photo treatment. Some people like to send Reiki through a photo. I do aura readings. I don't need a photo, but some people really need a photo to do aura readings, things like that. It depends on how you want to send the energy, what you need. Some people ask people for photos, things like that. I'm able to tune into someone's energy remotely really easily, so I don't need that, but a lot of people use photos, things like that. There's a whole list of things. I'm just going to really briefly go over some of these things. There's a proxy method. And that's basically using objects to represent the person, such as a pillow or teddy bear. I kind of said that. You guys can use a pillow to heal someone. Some people actually like to use an object like a teddy bear or a pillow and picture it as the person. I've seen people with huge crystal setups where they like to picture it as the person. They have a finger method. It's visualization and using your hand or finger to send Reiki. They have a visualization technique. Like I said, I'm a really visual person, so I use a lot of visualization and feeling for any of my healing work. They have the beaming technique. They go over doing Reiki on a list of people. That's one of my favorite things. I like to heal everyone, right? Which is pretty amazing. So study this stuff. Scanning. That is the basics of Reiki for me. Practice scanning. Practice scanning yourself first. And they do group distance healing as well. Some people like to use, I brought some friends because I love crystals. I have crystals all over the place. I'll just be like, I always put out the vibe for more crystals to find me so far it's working. So some people like the little basic 7 stones for the chakras, and they can use these to scan people to practice till you get good. So maybe get some of these little chakra stones so that you can scan your chakras and start to scan other people's chakras. And like I said, these are like training wheels that you can take off. So I really like the chakra stones. Some people like pendulums. Some people just like to tune in and feel it. It really depends on your learning style. You can use crystals. Crystals are our friends. They are tuned to higher frequencies, and they have a pretty stable frequency, so they're always going to bring you up to their level. Use things like sage to clear people's auras. We have the violet flame. Like I said, white holds all of the colors. Violet flame is my favorite go-to. I found out that it actually works better when you're being spiritually attacked. I'm not saying don't white light yourself, but I found out it worked a lot better when I was being really badly attacked the last time, which was really surprising to me because we're pretty adept with spiritual protection at this point. It just worked a lot better. That was surprising because I had never tried it at that point. So it really transmutes everything. I'm going to let you guys go after, but first I'm going to send you guys some love and some healing energy. I'm finding my own style, like I said, to working with this energy. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what type of energy I would like to send, because for me, I like to do a lot of activations and things like that. And you can really consciously direct this energy in any way that you want, so you can use it to heal anything that you want. It's pretty amazing. I am going to send you an activation. Let's see. To enhance your psychic awareness. I'm going to send you a third eye activation. And I know you guys are probably like, I'm already activating, my third eye is great. Guess what? Your chakras will keep expanding and you'll just be more and more connected daily. So I'm going to send you a really beautiful third eye activation. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Make sure that you're telling people to drink a lot of water when you're doing Reiki on them. The thing is that water is an energy conductor. It's also a conductor between us and the other realm. And it's very important because we don't want people to get ascension symptoms. And sometimes when we clear this energy, because the energy hasn't moved for a while, it's been so stagnant, people can get ascension symptoms. So make sure everyone drinks a lot of water, including you. When I send that, I use prayer, but I use my intention. And I also was using my third eye to kind of beam it to you, because I kind of view it like you're in the same room right now, even though you're not, just because of how I'm set up recording this. I'm going to let you guys go on that note, that I'm sending you some really beautiful love and energy. And if you're not in my Reiki classes, you can always find me. I'll go ahead and throw the link on this, so that if you guys want to sign up or whatever. Love and light.